Hello everyone and welcome back to another video by Less Tax to Pay. Today we're going to be doing QuickBooks Online and their new feature that they raved about, which is the receipts capturing module. So we're going to do an honest review about it. Now, us at Less Tax to Pay, we're a partner of QuickBooks. We're a partner of a automation tool called Receipt Bank, which is again another capturing tool which links into your software. And what I'm going to basically be doing is comparing Receipt Bank versus the QuickBooks version, just to give you an honest opinion of what it can do and what it can't do, because what you've got to be mindful of is going into this with an open mind and understanding completely what the limitations are for using this module inside QuickBooks, rather than possibly paying for it and getting a whole heap of extra features. Let's get into the module, but before I do, like I always say, drop a like on the video, drop me a comment, ask me any questions you want about the module or any previous videos, or any suggestions or features that you want us to cover, and also subscribe and hit that bell notification. Videos are coming out regularly on all different types of cloud accounting software as well as Excel. They'll be coming out soon, so let's get into it. So you can see we're in our dashboard right now, and to access the module we have to go to banking and receipts. It's absolutely fine, very clean, very clear. As you can see, we get met by this screen here. Now I've got a couple that are already in there, and I want to show you this. I want to review it and show you the limitations of this. So you have a very easy drag and drop or browse, standard on any capturing device, whether that's QuickBooks, Receipt Bank, Xero. It's all the same. It's the standard thing now. You've also got here, which is the send to. So if you get a invoice emailed to you, you can literally just forward it on to a dedicated email address, which I've got here is lesstaxtopay@qbodocs.com. You have to just get the email address. It doesn't just give it to you. You have to go and see if it's available, because obviously there's a lot of companies with very similar names, so you have to do that. You also have to be able to manage the senders. So only people with an account on QuickBooks can send to this email address, so you have to actually manage who can send and who can't. That's quite good from a permissions point of view, so the system doesn't get overloaded with someone that might get spam in their email and it just causes the system to crash. You can be very specific on who does it and whose role it is to do it as well. So that's not a bad feature at all, and I quite like that. But going into the actual items here, now you can see that I've got two items here. One is a Bosch invoice for £100. Let's just review it. You see it's a Bosch purchase invoice for £100. Now the system has automatically detected that it's a receipt. Well, it's not, it's a bill, and also the payee it hasn't found one in there, which is fine, I understand that. But if I go to add new, now there's some features that I'm not sure if it does, to be fair, and I can't see where the system would be able to do that, which is remembering the category that you select for a payee. Now with Receipt Bank you can set defaults. So if I have Bosch, I can set it as a purchase or cost of sale. If it's Google AdWords, I can set that as advertising. And every time a Google invoice comes in, it will automatically say that it's advertising, because that's what you've set it to. Also the same with the tax types. Now this has detected it from the invoice, which is absolutely fine. Great, it's OCR'd the invoice and detected that. But also the category. If I'm putting bills and receipts in, surely it won't select sales as the first option. Now it could be just that it's picked that for this particular item, but obviously I can go through and go, right, it's a cost of sale, and select it. But now I don't know if, and I haven't seen anything from QuickBooks to say this, if I select that as cost of sales, if I got another Bosch invoice in, that it will remember it. So I'd have to go through this process manually all the time, and that's the only thing that, yes, it will save time in a certain aspect, but it's also taking time away in a different aspect, because you're having to manually go through, if that is the case. So that's that particular one there. And the other option that I did was I selected about 10 receipts and just uploaded them. So done like a bulk upload to see if the system would separate them into all the different receipts, like it can do with all these other OCR automation tools that are out there, the likes of Receipt Bank, Auto Entry, Entryless. There's Hub Docs is the 0 version. Again, I'll do a review on that, but I'm not sure if that does it. But so the main ones that you pay for have this option that you can bulk upload, and it separates them out as individual receipts or individual bills, which means that you can collate them all together, upload them in one go, and then deal with them in one go, rather than having to upload them individually, where that takes a lot of time. Now, people say, oh, you can upload it by taking a photo. If you go onto the app on the with the photo, you have to manually put all the information in. It doesn't OCR it on the app. So I think there's a lot more development that can be done with this. So if you have a look here, it's picked out the first one, but I've got 9 others there. So certainly for me as an accountancy practice, I can't use this tool. As an individual, if you haven't got a lot of receipts, yes, you could use this tool. But if you're someone that's collating your information together and then going, right, I'm going to sit down and I'm going to do it in one go, you cannot use this tool, because you would have to spend half a day uploading the information individually, then going through it and waiting for it to process it, and then going through and individually selecting all the options. Whereas with the likes of Receipt Bank and Auto Entry, once you select a supplier, it automatically detects it going forward. So you can say that, yeah, going forward, I want you to use this category. So maybe there's just some more development that needs to come from QuickBooks. While it's a very good feature, it's a very good feature in the terms of that it allows you to not have to manually enter. It does a lot of the OCR work for you. I think there's just a bit of refinement that needs to come, and this is the big thing that QuickBooks have announced, and it's come about in the last 2 to 3 months. And I know it's a new offering as part of your package. I just think there needs to be a bit more refinement. But for me, I would always go to something like Receipt Bank, just because of the features it gives me. It allows me to upload bulk in one go. I can upload 200, 300, 400 documents in one go. That's what we do as a practice, working on clients' paperwork. The likes of Auto Entry is the same thing. Also with the likes of Receipt Bank and the others, we can set the defaults. So if I have a supplier like Bosch, I can set it that it's a cost of sale, and every time it sees a Bosch invoice, it then will put it as a cost of sale straight away. It'll automatically do most of the work for me. I take a little bit of time in setting it up in the first couple of times of using it, but then going forward, me interacting with the paperwork is going to be very, very minimal. Again, I can email the invoices over, it will process them all for me. So that's just my honest opinion about this. It's not, I'm trying to be derogatory around it. I'm just giving my opinion that yes, it can save time, possibly, if your stuff is very simple, but that you have to then change the way you work to suit this. You have to upload individually. It can't take multiple documents. You can email it, fine. You can set who can email, fine, not a problem. But I think there just needs to be more refinement. The ability to bulk upload would be a good thing. The ability to set defaults on certain suppliers would be a very good thing as well. So let's see what QuickBooks do, and I'll do a review again in sort of 3 to 6 months time on it, see if they've implemented any changes, refine the offering that they've given, and then we can see if it's progressing forward or if this is it. But until next time, that's all it is for the video today. Like I said at the start of the video, drop a like, leave a comment. I encourage you to leave a comment, I really do, and hit that subscribe and bell notification. And until next time, stay safe.